Salam, this is Joan. I'm making a tape. It's covering the end of November and the beginning of December. The subject matter is the mindset of God with speech and communication. I'm also going to talk about events in my life, my health, anything that's going the right way, and concerns about the future, sickness. So I'm going to start with a prayer. It's from the Korean. It's Al-Baqarah and Ayat 250. O Allah, forgive us our sins and anything we may have done that transgresses our duties. Establish our feet firmly and help us against those that reject faith. Pour out constancy on us. Praise be to you. As far as prayer, mostly the improvements that I'm making have to do with learning more Arabic and applying it in the Fajr prayer. And then just trying to make everyday holy choices. A lot is going on in my life that it's not headed the way I want it to go. It's frustrating. As far as health, and I've been real sick. I've made 3 emergency runs to the hospital recently. I'm having problems with swelling in my legs, and when I looked it up online, it said it could be my kidneys or a heart problem, which is serious, and they did filter my kidneys. I'm having some skeletal pain, trouble walking, and then the swelling in my legs makes it difficult to walk also. So I've got some health issues to deal with. I did lose my housing, which is scary. I never would have imagined myself being in the condition I'm facing. I think it has to do with identity theft. But if you're a pledge and you can help me, I'd love to hear from you. I did have a couple of religious friends try to help me get a room. They wanted me to sign a paper that said that I would pay them a certain amount every month, which it was a good deal and a beautiful home, but at the time I didn't have any income, so I didn't want to sign the paper. I ended up leaving. But I've been blessed since then. I do have some income, but the problem is that if I don't have my ID, I can't really use the money that I have anywhere. So that's frustrating. And then I wanted to talk about, environment. I'm dealing with, the weather here is getting really cold. And people speak down to me, so it's tough to be constantly polite when it seems like respect isn't shown to me. And wow, I just thought I'd mention that if you have children and you think that you're getting old and you might pass away, it would help to have someone you assign to look over your child. Because you would not believe what goes wrong when they're not around to protect you. But as far as, I have some quotes that I found in Islam, and one of my favorite people is Eleanor Roosevelt as far as wise sayings, so I'm just going to share what I liked and some Baha'i ones also. So this first one is apparently from the Quran, Book 30, Ayat 6. In a world of broken promises, Allah is the only one who keeps His word. The next one is from Hazrat Ali, who was the son-in-law of Muhammad, a military leader and a prayer leader that was Shia. The best beauty is beautiful manners. Next one is Umar ibn al-Khitab. He was a ruler that expanded Islam. Whosoever shows you your faults is actually your friend. Those that pay you lip service and praise may be your executioners. This next one is Prophet Muhammad. Kindness is a mark of faith, and whoever is not kind has no faith. And then Ibn Abbas, which was a cousin of Muhammad, the scholar of the Quran and a jurist, says, may Allah be pleased with him, said, if you intend to mention the faults of your companions, then remember your own faults at the same time. And the next one is a hadith 1011 by Al-Tirmidhi. He was a scholar that studied Muhammad's behavior and sayings. It says, it's better for a leader to make a mistake in forgiving than to make a mistake in punishing. The last one is, whoever fulfills his commitments and fears Allah, then indeed Allah loves those who do fear him. And that is from the Quran, Book 3, Ayat 76. So I think I did mention that I did have a blessing, and that's that I've received an alimony from my second marriage that didn't turn out. It was confiscated by family unknowingly to me, and now it's being returned, so that's a positive. But now I'm going to share some Baha'i quotes. And again, it's discussing fear. I was surprised that in Islam they see fear as a positive, but it does help you grow faster spiritually. This one is a Baha'i writing speaking about it. Let not fear fall upon you, neither be troubled nor dismayed. And that was by Abdul Baha, Baha'i World Faith, page 349. Lights of Guidance. Then there's another one. The fear of God hath ever been a sure defense and a safe stronghold for all the people of the world. It is the chief cause of the protection of mankind. And I think it's kind of complicated to know who God is and what he wills to communicate. But I think one time I saw these parents, they were frustrated they had a toddler, and it kept wanting to run in the street. So they resorted to punishing the child because they didn't want it to die or get hurt. And so I think instilling fear at times can be positive. That would save the child's life. And then the quotes by Eleanor Roosevelt that I liked. Anyone can conquer fear by doing what they feared, provided they keep doing them until they have a record of successful experiences. So it's like a long time ago I read that too, that face your fears and they will flee. I did that a lot in high school. I was a dental assistant. I started working with equipment I wasn't familiar with, so I just kept doing it till fear went away. So the next one is, I cannot believe that war is the best solution. No one won the last war, and no one will win the next one. I'm a peace activist usually. It isn't enough to talk about peace. One must believe in it, and it isn't enough to just believe in it. One must work at it. But the other interesting thing about being a peace activist is kind of the environment that I'm facing right now is scary. I talk to people who say to me, they actually sell drugs, and they're both they're complicated because they want to help you. They ask you if you're hungry, they'll buy you some food, but they're just not. They don't think like you, and so how do you end up having an environment be more suited to the way you are? And that's what I'm facing at the current time.